Lego has made rabbits, chickens, a bunch of dogs, and even some parrots. So today, I'm going to show you how I designed my own animal completely from scratch. To start with, I built the head. This was about the third version I built, and it turned out much more complex than I planned. However, I managed to fit in all the details I wanted, such as teeth, movable ears, a tongue, and some eyes which actually look good. I started with the bottom of the mouth first and built up from there. That way I could get a good sense of scale and get the hardest bit out of the way. This also hides anti-studs, which sometimes can look ugly in models. You can see lots of different small pieces here, as well as ball joints and clips, which give a great range of movement and are definitely important in models like this. Notice the small pieces I used as eyelids, which are held snugly between two pieces. This next section is almost a filler section. It's not 100% necessary, however it will definitely give an animal a better range of movement. One ball joint socket is hidden inside, so there'll be a smaller gap between each part of the animal, but it will still allow it to move well. This is where I'll attach some legs, and you can see that similar to the head, as I've tried to have no anti-studs and get a nice smooth shape to match. The main body is basically a cylinder. Overall, it was similar in shape and size, however if you picture any animal, there is a clear sloping profile. In short, this means the animal gets smaller as you go from its front to its back. So I made sure to get this in by slightly adjusting the height and angle of a couple pieces. Once again, I went back and made sure it fit well with what I already built and adjusted it. The back end of the animal is very small and involved lots of brackets and snot bricks, similar to the other sections. Again, it has ball joints to attach the legs to it, and I've redesigned it many times to match as closely as possible to the rest of the animal. Now for the tail, I use ball joints as the tail can move in any direction and be free with however I want to pose it. Then I added some small claws just for a little fun detail. Legs are legs, and I've used the same formula as the rest of the build with ball joints, brackets and clips to help with movement and shaping. For me, there was no need to completely finish every part, as I knew I would recolor everything later. Just to give a quick overview, I made this by trying a design, taking it apart, building another design and repeating that process. I didn't take any inspiration, but that is something which will help you picture and translate any animal into Lego form. This has moving parts similar to any Lego set, but is much more posable and finished in all sides. Now it's time to finalize your design. I didn't have a lot of bricks in my collection, so I just hopped onto Studio, a digital Lego designer which is free to use. Just head over to bricklink.com and go to the heading Studio. Here I recreated my entire design and was able to play around with pieces I didn't have, and also I got to test the model's strength and stability, which is important because you just don't want it to break as soon as you touch it. I changed a few things to make the animal look much nicer and also play around with different colours. Eventually I ended up with the most basic colour scheme ever, black and white. Once done, I set my model to render. This is a built-in feature to Studio which gives a high quality picture or video of your build in different angles and environments. This took a decent amount of time, but the result was well worth it. Then I just uploaded a parts list which it created into Bricklink, which is a great place where you can buy Lego bricks and sets. There was about 450 parts for this, which cost just under £30 to get shipped to me, so I was surprised it was that cheap. Anyway, I just rebuilt the model with new parts, and just like that, it was ready for a photo shoot.